What is going on, guys, and welcome back to Black One Blood Brothers. This is a tactical first-person shooter or a third-person shooter, depending on how you play it, with some tactical decision-making elements. It is quite reminiscent of the old-school Ghost Recon games and the old Rainbow Six games. In the last video, got an amazing response. A lot of you guys asked me to continue this campaign, keep showing off this game, and so I'm going to do exactly that. Today, we're taking on a mission called Green Ghost. If we look at this sitrep, basically, the data that we retrieved off of our first operation has driven us to a second target. This target is a well-defended enemy camp. It is located in a forest, and there's tons of dense vegetation. There's also security systems, so a new type of foe in that there will be some sort of early warning and detection systems available. And we'll have to silently eliminate guards to access the facility. And then once we get inside, our mission is to first collect information about the terrorist cells and then also sabotage their communications. So we will be interacting with communications, electronics throughout, so I need to consider that when equipping my team. First things first, when I look at this, I've got everybody in multicam again. I think like our standard loadout's good to go. We've got suppressors on everything. I haven't looked at the map. I don't know if I can look at the map until I get actually into the game, but I think that this is like the right equipment. I do have some electronics on both of my medics. Yes. I've also got one on Jason. So we've got like multiple electronic options here. So no like huge concerns there. Yeah, Bruce has it as well. And do I have electronic kit? No, I don't, but I got just about everything else. So decent amount of equipment spread across the team. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. I'm happy with the way that our camouflage looks. I've gone over the loadout of each of these guys in a lot of detail. So I won't do any more of that for now. What I have done here is I've given Corey a drum magazine on his shorty M4, and I've also given him a laser and a magnifier on this thing as well. And I think the reason I'm going to do that is because I'm going to pair Corey up with Price and have them act as basically an Overwatch recce element to support the rest of the element, which will act as an assault force. That'll give me like a two-man LPOP, S&O position basically, so that the rest of the team can actually conduct the hit itself. I've actually gone in here and I've changed to a camouflage pattern that's a little dark, but maybe a little bit better for the thick vegetation. It's not quite a tiger stripe, but it's got like kind of this mossy oak almost pattern going on. And I dig it. So we're going to roll with that one. Let's get this party started and actually go knock out this mission. All right, this is always the exciting part of this game. So what we got here, luckily it looks like the radio communications and the decryption key are in the same building. We've got like a valley floor here, two infill options, high ground, surrounding. Looks like the high ground is almost, directly adjacent to the target compound itself. I'm assuming like these kind of like cones here, like larger tree structures, but there's going to be more vegetation. A total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buildings. I'm going to call this building 1, building 2, building 3, 4, and 5, just sequentially on down the line. And if I'm the bad guys, and this is like a secluded forest, jungle alcove, obviously, if this is where my communications are, this is my headquarters. It's going to have the most people in it. It's going to have the most defense in it. It's also going to have early warning systems. I'm going to expect foot patrols outside of it. Certainly expect foot patrols between the buildings and also probably down here in this valley floor. That means we're going to have to stick to high ground, use the vegetation to hide as good as we can. Remember, we've got an assault element, and we've also got a recce element that I want to put into position here. So if I'm looking at this map, clearly we got to assault this. I wish I had a better imagery. Okay, there's a breach right there, so we could use that breach. I don't know if there's a breach on the backside. There might be one on the back, but it's kind of hard to tell from all this imagery. There is one on the backside. So that almost looks like a main entrance or a back porch. But it's much more cannibalizing. If I was to take this entrance, I'm also exposing myself to this building, high ground on the opposite side, etc. So I think my primary breach is going to be in that wall right there, because I'm putting my back to the mountain at that point. That means my Overwatch and support by fire element is really going to be probably here on this ledge. Hopefully I can get some cover and concealment here, and I can set up the support by fire, maintain eyes on this, hit any squirters that are coming out of the back of it, and then interdict any QRF elements that might come from these other buildings towards this objective. So that's kind of like what I am thinking. With that in mind, I'm actually going to bring everybody in to this HLZ over here, but I'm going to take Price I'm going to create a squad for him, and then I'm going to take Corey, who's that medic that I plussed up with additional fires, and he's going to hang out with Price as part of that Overwatch element. And because I've got like really just like a very clear support by fire element, a very clear assault objective, I think I'm actually going to add Drummer to a separate squad as well. So he's going to be like my true, support by fire element, and he's going to have a 3-man element. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm actually going to give Drummer Philly as well. So it's going to be a 3-element hit with a 4-man assault element, a 4-man support by fire traditional, and then a 2-man LPOP or Recce element. That in this Recce element may end up being co-located with Drummer once I see the terrain over here, but I want the ability to split them. But we will validate this insertion, and then we're going to go out the same way we went in, so we can just come right back to the area that we've already cleared and then exfil from that same spot. So, oh man, it is daytime on this one. We're on the bird, heading in. One of the things that's a little bit weird, like clearly a 60 burning through the jungle right next to these compounds that you see down here. Like, yeah, early warning is gone. There's nothing surreptitious or sneaky about this, but we've just got to pretend that that's not the case. Play the game for what it is. And I think I'm coming in here. I think I'm Price on the way in as the sniper. All right. So there's the boys. I am indeed... I want to be... There we go. If I'm pairs... Ooh, everyone take a knee. All right, so we already spotted one right there. I'm going to have everyone prone out, and now let's see what we can do. So the one that we've spotted is actually in the target compound on the back porch, and he has an AK, but he has not yet detected us. That's challenging. All right, let's see if we can creep these guys into position. I'm going to lead out with Price because he's got the best concealment. I'm going to put him and his buddy in a file. I'm also going to have them prone out, and I'm going to keep it pretty dang tight. I'm going to have them actually crawl all the way up here into position, and I'm going to end up putting Price on the left side here, and I'm going to go with Corey on the right side, and I think that'll kind of give us in a good spot for now. And then I'm going to have Drummer and his team. They're going to prone out as well. I'm going to leave them also in a file at 2 meters spacing, and then I'm going to have them creep this direction. But I'm going to have them hold right here. The assault element I'm going to keep with me. I'm going to keep them on a knee for now, and we'll let these rest of these guys get in position. I'll create my assault element over here. So this is pretty traditional. Anytime that you're conducting an operation, the order of movement out of the ORP, which is kind of what we're treating this as, ORP being the objective rally point, is typically security followed by support followed by assault. You want to get those guys in position early, and then once they're in position, you can flow the assault element hard and fast to actually take the objective, but you've set conditions by putting all the security that's required to conduct the operation prior to. So a couple of these guys are already holding. Some of these bad guys are actually pretty close to us. I'm curious what Price is seeing. I can't see Price at all. Let's see what Drummer's got going on. Corey just called one out, so we'll go to Corey. He's still in the prone. All these guys are kind of proned out, so it's difficult to see. Yeah. That's pretty cool from his perspective. You can see the sniper over there crawling into position. The helmet cam, like body cam feature here is pretty damn rad. Let's go to Price. He's still proned out. And his ghillie, you can't see much, but you can see Corey there kind of crawling with him. What a neat little feature just to give you a little bit of situational awareness without having to basically cheat and use the TAC map. Sounds like Corey's now in position. Price is crawling into position as well. Let's check on Corey. So Corey's set. He's got really good eyes on the target. Price is now set, but I can't really see what he can see. Let's take a look at the TAC map and check everybody's disposition. So Price, from his perspective, looks like he can see this guy for sure. Corey can see that guy pretty easily, so that's 2 we can take right away. I am going to... Oh, man. I need to keep at least one gun over here. So where is my saw? I think I'm going to have just one saw. It's going to be Oliver. I'm going to put Oliver right here, and I'm going to leave him in that spot, and I'm going to let him go hot with the saw to isolate this objective completely with the machine gun. And then I'm going to take Drummer. I'm going to keep crawling Drummer over here, and I'm going to put Drummer to give us an extra gun. We're going to end up flowing right past these guys. Oliver already is assigned. and give them one more support here. And then I'm also going to have Philly on rear security. So I'm going to have him kind of like pull up to this position and then turn right back around, and he'll be in rear security facing this direction. But he still has freaking Oliver to his front left from that position. So let's let them crawl. That looks pretty good. I'm going to see if I can get Oliver to face this way. There you go, buddy. He is dead on. He can see 3 from his position. That's a great spot. Rear security is set with Philly. None of this solves the actual challenge of the assault itself, but it does give us a really good overwatch. The rest of the assault element is just back here, and they're going to be following me in. Come on, homie. Let's get you to right here. Can you make that? Jason? You can't, can you? Jason is stuck. Alright, so we're going to do it this way. Sometimes, you know, it's a solo developed indie game. So I'll swap over here to Jason and I'll crawl him into position myself, which is totally fine. The ability to jump between characters in this game makes it just... it's so powerful. Like, all the little features I want out of a game like this seem to exist. And I think I'm actually going to come over here. Yeah, this puts us in a good spot. Let's creep them forward just a little bit more. Oh my god, look how close we are to this guy. Don't move, homie. Who's next to you? Drummer? Where's that Corey? It's Corey. Alright, I like Corey right here. That's good. Let's go back to pairs and let's plan this actual assault out. So, we're going to launch from here. Basically, I'm going to pick up and haul ass because it's going to go loud as we push. Yeah, so we'll go... Drummer is going to try to engage this guy. I'm going to double up with Price. And Price will back up Drummer, also engaging that guy. And then we'll have Corey engage here. And I don't know if Jason's going to have a shot to there. No, he's not. He's blocked line of sight. So we'll kill that. We're going to hope this guy squirts and give us the opportunity to engage in a second. Instead, I'm going to have Jason engage low. I don't know if he'll have an angle on anyone down here. He actually does. Oh, no, it's line of sight blocked. All right. Can you see anybody over here? Your line of sight blocked there. Looks like he's going to be in a watch and shoot, meaning he's just going to suppress known, likely, and suspected, and then he'll engage people as they appear, which is totally fine. Can you hit this sniper? Yes, Oliver can't hit that sniper. And then I'm also going to change both of those elements. Right now they're in like a weapons tight kind of configuration. I'm going to change them over to a fire at will. That is both the support by fire element as well as the recce element. So that has happened. And then these guys, I'm going to leave them in a file. 2 meter spacing is perfectly fine. And we're going to pick up and haul ass directly to the target building. So we're going to go left behind our assault and our recce elements, swing left over here. We'll stack, breach, and clear this door, and then work through this building. Don't know what we will find in there, but that is the plan. As soon as that's done, we'll sabotage the electronics. These guys will maintain security for us outside, and then we'll scoot back over here to the extraction. So it's about to go loud. Let's do it. I wonder if I can squeeze through back here. I can't. All right, we'll hold here because it does seem to still be kind of quiet. See what the BDA was. So we did drop one there. There's still one on the back porch, unaccounted for. Looks like we've killed one over here to the right. I do have a patrol down here in the low ground. And this guy, these guys are trying to shoot over here, but not being successful in it, at least so far. So cut this nonsense out. I don't know what you think you're doing there, buddy. I'm going to make sure these guys are indeed all on fire at will without restrictions, and they are. So that's as good as it gets. So I just got to lead this assault in and trust that the guys outside are going to end up supporting us as we need them to, and I trust that they will. All right, it's going loud. Come on, boys. We know we had one on the back porch. Haven't seen him yet. We need to clear upstairs. I'm going to focus on this level first, though. Back porch door open. I'm going to close that. And I got dinged up a little bit. It looks like I took some frag. Alright, let's go upstairs. I'm going to heal real quick. I think we're good. We still have good suppression outside, good security outside. We dropped 3 in this building, which is totally fine. And we'll work our way upstairs. Sounds like the guys are still engaged outside, which is kind of gnarly. Love to see that. I am going to switch over to my bang and toss one up here if I need to. Let's just do it to be safe. There was one down up here. Sabotage the radio communications. Come on. Alright, that's done. We need the decryption key from downstairs. Sheesh. Alright, we just ordered Bruce, my medic, to come over here and handle this because he has the electronics task with him. So we've got the decryption key from upstairs, sabotage the electronic equipment. Now we're sabotaging this guy. Now we got to decrypt the data. Oh no, so we do have a follow-on objective now. I'm going to go ahead and open up the map and see what's going on with this. So, oh shit. It's back over here. The good news is our support position's actually already in position. So we're not in a bad spot. I'm going to get these guys off the X, swing back around, reposition over yonder, reposition the support, and then we'll hit this objective. So that was an unknown follow-on. There is some infantry beyond it. That makes it kind of challenging. The good news, though, is I don't have to go down in the valley to do this. So I can stay on the high ground. But step 1 is just get off the X and leave these guys who are in the support position in position to cover our exfil and get the heck out of here. So let's make sure that my team is indeed still following me. They are. Let's go. You notice there, like, you can do some cool CQB. There's some decent little action sequences, but it's not a ready or not. You know, you're not going to have, like, world-class AI clearing rooms and stuff like that. They can clear one room at a time if you give them the contextual order to do so. Like, they'll clear it with a bang or with a frag. They'll breach for you. But they're not going to, like, move through a structure and flow like you would expect in a, you know, ready or not or something like that. We do have one enemy observed on this objective. Looks like Oliver may have spotted him, so I'm going to hold these guys here in cover, and I'm going to reposition my support element. Let's do it. Oliver's already got eyes on this guy, so I'm going to leave him as is. Philly, I'm going to have crawl to right here. These guys, I'm going to have crawl to right here. Pretty easy little transition. We'll get Price into a decent spot right there. Drummer will end up actually maintaining rear security, so he's going to come this way and then turn back around. So he's covering our rear in case we do have any squirters flowing out of this direction and coming around like that. So those guys can all get moving now. While they're getting into position, I'm going to hold with the assault element exactly where I am. Looks like Drummer isn't... oh, did we just kill somebody? Yeah, look at that, because I still have him on weapons free, so we're still engaged. Oliver just took out that guy that was on that back porch. Drummer here isn't liking the orders that I gave him. So I'm going to do it manually. No, he doesn't want to listen. This campaign map, this like TAC map interface is all still like very early, very new. So you do run into some glitches. I have not found any that are straight up like game breaking yet, but there's certainly moments that I'm like, I'm frustrated by it for sure. It doesn't change the overall like quality of the game experience, in my opinion. But you will occasionally run into some stuff that makes you maybe a little frustrated. So, all right, he's good. He's in position. Let's go back over to pairs, check everybody. That support element looks solid. I'm going to leave my team kind of around the right here. The problem is, like, ideally, I'd want to be hitting from this direction because you don't want to assault over the shoulder of your support element. You want to give them wide open fields of fire, meaning I want them to be able to engage for as long as possible before I cut off their fields of fire by running into the surface danger zone of their direct fires. In this case, I'm actually going to have to come over the right shoulder. That means I'm cutting off like 2 or 3 guys, and really I'll only have 2 or 3 guys left to suppress. This being a game, they don't care. They'll take tight shots right past my head. Real world, that would be like a significant concern from a safety perspective. So I'll take it a little bit wide if I can, maybe go around this tree, but I don't want to expose over here. I know that there's infantry moving around the low ground. I'm going to expose my right flank. And if I do that, I'm going to end up having to drop off a trailer to isolate that side to allow a 3-man assault to go in. I would rather do it with 4, so that's where we're at right now. All right, boys. Whoa, we don't want to go all the way up there. All right, looking for breaches. I've got a backside breach. I don't want that because I know it's exposed. I wonder if... Yeah, there's a front side breach as well. I think when I said I didn't want to drop off trailers, I'm going to end up having to. I'm going to put Oliver, because he's my saw gunner. I'm going to have Oliver come up to right here and hold this, and he's just going to have to engage those guys. So let's get Oliver in position. As soon as Oliver's set, I'm going to push it with the rest of the team. All right, Oliver, you are going to be cleared to engage. He'll end up taking this guy right away. I assume the rest of the assault I'm going to have to lead in on my own. So that means I need you following me, and I need you following me. So that's a 2-man element. He's down, moving. I'm going to take the left breach if I can. We're exposed. He's down. I'm going to cut power inside. Bruce is going to hit it for me. Come on, Bruce. Get it, 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 get it. So that's going to reduce the situational awareness of everybody inside. Now that the power is cut, I am going to make sure both these guys are still following me. They are. So let's hit it. I am out of bangs. So let's do this number. So I'm out of bangs. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have Owen bang this door, and then the goal is to have these guys flow in right afterwards. And so after he throws that bang, I'm going to have him basically go in path of least resistance and take this direction. And then I'm going to have Bruce flow in and button hook it this direction. I am going to come up the middle, but I need Bruce to wait for that bang to go off. So if I come here to Bruce's node and then I tie it to this bang, that should create a delaying action that prevents him from moving until that bang goes off. I don't know if this is going to work. This could screw up the whole mission, but it could be cool. And this is a chance for me to kind of show you guys what the planning looks like in CQB. It's a little bit tedious. It is rewarding when it goes well. It does not always go well, but let's see how it goes. So in that case, it went well. What do you know? We do need to finish clearing this out. Let's have Bruce move to here, please. You good, buddy? A little concerned about that. All right, we're still engaged outside. I'm going to switch over to Bruce. I think Bruce has the electronic kit on him, so he should be able to do this. He can indeed. We have decent security in here. We did not clear the upstairs yet. Before we leave, we will. All right, good. That's done. Switching back to pairs. Going to make sure that these guys are both following me. Oh, shit. Nice. Oliver, who's still in Overwatch, just smoked that dude up. I was trying to shoot through the glass. Clearly, that was not working well. Let's get upstairs, make sure the rest of this building is secure, and then get the hell out of here. Yeah, I know, bro. We're just going to have to send it. Oh, God, that's so scary. Okay. I think we're good there. I see this guy comes out of here. Now that we are compromised, I am going to level this building because we know it's got baddies in it. And then get the hell out of here. Alright, come on. We need to pick up Oliver on the way. We'll wait for those rounds to impact. As soon as those rounds impact, we'll get moving. There it is. Now we just need to get everybody back. So I'm on the X, ready to go. Oliver needs to, he has plenty of room now to stand up and haul ass because his biggest threat was just smoked up. And then the rest of these guys, easy move. Like so. And then for everybody, I'll have everybody stand up and move with a quickness. Let's go. Drummer's still stuck up there, so he's going to need me to drive him, I think. Yep. That's it, boys. Good mish. You could see a little bit of the jank there, but like honestly, jank or no jank, it's just fun. It is really, really fun. It's rewarding to synchronize everything to get it running well. And I think that was a successful operation. So that was mission 2 in a 20 mission campaign. I'll keep making these as long as people are enjoying them. If you have any questions about the game, leave them in the comments down below. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. I'm Controlled Pairs. This has been Black 1 Blood Brothers, and I will see you guys in the next one.